Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 2 of our FTB StoneBlock 3 Let's Play series, where today we are working on automating our millstone, grinding up our gravel, and getting ourselves a Cobble Gin so we have infinite cobble. Even though, you know, we absolutely do live in a stone block where we have infinite cobble literally all around us, we still want to make it produce automatically. So, yeah, let's get started. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful, day, night, ambivalent void of life, I guess. I don't know. There's no sky. We can't tell, all right? We live underground. We are dwarves. We are cavemen. We are trolls. We are mole men. Whatever we want to call ourselves, that's what we are. Yeah, anyway, we're here. So as you can see in between episodes, I just did a little bit of work of just cleaning up a little bit, giving us some more space. Our house looked nice on the inside, but it really wasn't conducive for, like, you know, being able to go from one side to the other really quickly and get our stuff done and build and all that stuff. So I've kind of sort of just redesigned, just tore down basically like Gorbachev. I tore down the wall, separating our, you know, house and everything, and we set up my standard storage system over here at early game using some barrels. Barrels are fairly cheap to make now that we have wood available to us. So and I like the look of them better than the stone chests. Plus, you can have them stacked on top of each other, and you don't have to worry about it. So, so we have our wood products. Generally, is what I have first. Then our building materials, so our gravel and our dusts and all that stuff. Kind of, sort of, I don't know what to do with this chest, really, because being that it's a stone block, we're going to be using these things more than things, but whatever. Then we have our nuggets, our metals and stuff that will go in here. Ores can go here, metals can go there. We have our gems and dusts, so charcoal, emerald, all that good stuff. Plant materials, mob drops, and then our miscellaneous, which miscellaneous is going to end up probably growing a lot as we get quest rewards and things like that. Put our crafting station down here on the bottom. I know that I built this because I had the connected inventory, and I don't have the inventories connected, but yeah, that's where I'm at. Stations over here and everything, and then yeah. And then out here, I just kind of cleared out all of the grass that was chilling out on the ground, as much of this moss carpeting as I could. Even though it looks nice, I can't place things on top of it, so it's a pain. And then I planted some that dirt that we had. I put it over here, and then we've been getting grass seeds from tearing down this grass. So we have our little bit of grass blocks here, and maybe some passive mobs will start spawning in. So yeah, and kind of just cleared this out. We'll probably end up clearing out more because we're going to have stuff being built into the walls and stuff like that. But for now, I think we're okay. And it gives us a little bit of room to breathe and look around. Expanded our mine just a little bit. And I don't really know, like, mine being a like very loose word. It's just a shaft, a hole in the wall, essentially. But this stone hammer is fantastic. Clears out a 3x3x1 area. So it just clears out a big old chunk, so you can mine in a 3x3, which is great. Makes it so much easier. That is not what intended to go there. I meant to put this here, and then we can kind of clear this out. And also, you can see I switched over to that stone paxel that we had because, well, it's just nicer of a tool. I do want to test out. I haven't used it yet. FTB, what is this? FTB StoneBlock home. Where does that take me? Smack dab onto my bed. Perfect. Okay. What about slash home? Can I just do slash home? Because, you know, that's a lot less letters to type. So if I do set home, now I can just do slash home, and that'll take me right to where I set it. So FTB StoneBlock home takes you to your bed. Slash home will just take me straight into the center of our house, which is what I prefer. But then we have both ways of getting back and forth as needed. Yeah, so that's our base updates. No, I didn't do anything else other than that. And then I ground up some cobblestone with our hammers. Okay, so I took, I think it was 5 stacks of cobblestone. So I got us, so it starts with cobblestone, then it goes to gravel, then it goes to dirt, and then it goes to sand, and then it goes to dust. So I got all of those, and I know that I had the compressed versions of everything, so we could have just easily grabbed it out of our compressed, because each one of these is 8, so that's, you know, 16 or 18 of them total. But, you know, we're going to use it. So I made a whole stack of each one, blew through our builder wand here, which conveniently actually doesn't break when it runs out of durability. It just stops working. Didn't know that. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so we have a stack of each resource for when we need to use them, which is probably going to be very very soon here. So let's go ahead and put this carpet away, get our inventory cleared out, and get started. I don't necessarily like these like dark spots here, but I also don't want to just put a random torch down. So we'll kind of wait until we can get to feral flare lanterns, which I don't think is like honestly terribly too far off. It just requires some gold and some glowstone, which we're going to start working towards getting, well, today. So if we pop back into our quest book up at the top here and we go back up to our getting started section, our next quest line is going to be making our millstone from create. And we're going to start out, we have to manually crank it, okay? So we're going to have a millstone, we're going to have a crank, and we're going to have a cogwheel, and we're going to get this going. So let's go check out, what do we need for a millstone? Well, to get started, we need planks, okay, got it. We need andesite, specifically polished andesite, and we need any sort of stone, okay? Luckily, this base design, the house, has andesite in it. So I didn't have to go mining to go find andesite. I will eventually. If you remember, the quest book said that andesite is, I think here, up and down far enough. I think it's 20 something below, you know, it said it somewhere, didn't it? Yeah, here. Andesite is 20 block tall slices of andesite. So we dig down. Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. 55 blocks tall is stone. Below that, we have a slice of andesite. So we have to dig down 55 blocks and then we will get to andesite. Okay. Or up 55 blocks. But anyway, our base had it. So we kind of lucked out in that regard. And it had polished andesite too. So that's great. So we can grab the, polished andesite. We can grab the regular andesite that we might need. We're going to also need some planks. We're going to need some stone. So let's grab that. We're going to need some wood. I believe, did I set any stone to cook up over here? No. Tiny or mini charcoal. I'm sorry, it's not tiny charcoal. It's mini charcoal is in the pack. So if you just take a piece of charcoal, break it down, it breaks it into 8 pieces of charcoal, which is great for making sure that you're not wasting your smelt availability. So we have that going for us. So in order to make this, we're going to need either spruce planks and a shaft, which requires andesite alloy, which requires andesite and zinc, which we don't have, or we can make a bunch of buttons. So I guess we're going to go the button route. Let's do, I mean, do I really want 32 buttons? Yeah, why not? And then we're going to go ahead, and I can't remember what the recipe was for this. So it's polished andesite to make 1 cogwheel. So let's go ahead and make a cogwheel. We don't want to go crazy with it just yet. But we're actually going to need 2 of these. 1 for the craft, and then 1 to actually get started. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. We're going to need a crank, which is going to require a stone rod. So we can grab that guy. And then our millstone, we should be able to craft up, right? Good. So we have our crank, we have our millstone, and we have our cogwheel. And we can go ahead and shove the rest of this stuff where it belongs. Keep our inventory nice and clean and sorted. And we can go ahead and grab some of our gravel. And I'm going to go ahead and just grab our whole full stack of gravel, and we'll work with that to start with. Okay. So the way that this works is we need to get our millstone. We're going to plop this bad boy down right here. And I'd like to see what is the cost. Is there like a wood hopper maybe? Or some kind of cheaper hopper? There's just the regular hopper that requires iron, and then a chute from create. Those require plates, right? Which also requires iron. Okay. Well, I was trying to see if we had an easy way to like early automate this without having to actually have some iron, but no, it's a whole manual process, which is okay. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to place our millstone down, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to place our cogwheel. And if you see, if I like look at the cogwheel, it changes to, or I look at the millstone with the cogwheel in hand, I get this nice little arrow and a kind of little ghost overlay of where the cogwheel is going to place. So it's going to place to the right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it hooked that up there. And then we need to get our hand crank, and we need to place this bad boy right on top. And now, if we right click the hand crank, we spin our millstone. So what I can do is take my gravel, and I kind of got to go up top here and drop that whole stack of gravel in there. And if I hold shift, you'll see there is 64 gravel inside of our millstone. And then I got to get to work. And I'm just going to go ahead and grind. And you're going to look at my hunger bar, and you're going to notice it's going down. Every time that this guy processes and it takes one of those gravel and breaks it down, well, we get hungry. So we're going to just sit here and sit here and sit here and sit here and manually crank our crank and grind up our stuff until we can get to our thing. A loot bee is... Oh, he's so close. Go, 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 go. Be free. Be free. Hey. So what went here? No, get out of there. Oh, excuse me, sir. I don't think you want to be there. Like you're free. Hello? Can you get out? Buddy. You're free. Where are you wanting to go? There's nothing there. There we go. Yeah, start giving me my stuff. Give me my rewards, okay? I don't understand what this bee's problem was there. And he's just giving me some eggs. Thank you. Another battery. We'll take it. Yoink. Ooh, a crystal chest. That holds a lot of items, doesn't it? Okay, he's gone. We can go ahead and clean up now. Okay, let's fix the hole in our ceiling. Not with cobblestone. Let's use the andesite so that way at least it matches and it looks nice. And then we can go back down here, plop down, and we got a piece of copper. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and clean up inventory real quick. You can go ahead and throw that away, that away. You go in the miscellaneous. We have some batteries, and we have a crystal chest. I believe this holds, yeah, it's a significant amount of items that is inside of a crystal chest. So that is a really good thing to get. I'm concerned that the fact that, okay, I was concerned with how long that was taking to break. I was about to say, am I not the right tier and I'm going to destroy it? But no, we're okay. So I'll hold on to this crystal chest, I guess, and see. I mean, obviously I'm going to hold on to it. But I mean, like, I'm not going to place it down and use it yet because I don't know. It might come into handy soon. But look, there we go. We already got 2 coal, 3 sand, and 3 raw iron out of this. I do have a macro set up, so I don't have to sit here and hold right click. I can just press my button and it just right clicks for me, which is great. But it doesn't go any faster. It's not like in the old days where you had an auto clicker on and, you know, the sieves would get supercharged and go super duper fast or anything like that. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. But yeah, we have this going for us. So then if you right click on there, you'll end up getting the resources out of it. So we got 3 iron, some coal, and we got some zinc. Plus we pulled our gravel back out. Obviously, doing this by hand is not the way that we want to go. We need to figure out quickly how we can automate this process. And that's my goal here. That's my next step, is to try and figure out, can we automate, can we automate this? So let's go ahead and try and figure some stuff out. First things first, in order to automate and get our gravel and everything, to automate the gravel, we're going to have to get into a cobblestone generator and get that going. But I would like to see about automating this, the millstone itself, so that I don't have to sit there and get the resources. I can have the resources come to me, essentially. And in order to do so, we're going to just need, very simply, we're going to need to get ourselves a water wheel from Create. That's going to be our first setup here. So we just need some cog wheels. We're going to need some, a small cog wheel. We're going to need some iron. So we need a little bit of iron. So I'm going to go ahead and manually do a little bit more of this, and then just try and get us some of this iron, and then we can go ahead and come back. Hopefully we'll have enough iron and I'll be able to automate the millstone portion of things, and then we can start working on getting into automating the actual, like getting the lava and the gravel and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do this for a little bit, and we'll come back and hopefully have at least enough iron to get automated grinding going. All right, well, now that I've pretty much exhausted my food source, do I have any extra apples in here or anything like that? No. I probably should get something planted so we can get some food going now that I realize this. Pumpkin, beetroots. Yeah, we can eat beetroots, sure. Let's go ahead. Oh, well, we don't have water yet, so it don't really make too much of a difference. Let's go ahead and put those over there so we can, remember to do it. We're working on getting water here. But so basically ground down that whole stack of gravel, and this is what we ended up with. Empty hand, please. 16 iron, some sand, some coal, and some zinc. Perfect. So let's go ahead and let's cook up the iron that we have. I'm not going to worry about doubling right now because it's really not going to be too beneficial. I mean, we really don't have a way to double at the moment is what I'm getting at. Tinkers is probably the easiest way to start. It gets you one ingot and 3 nuggets, so you can get a little bit extra out of it. But overall, there's not really a easy way of doubling. Even crushing with the crushing wheel gets you crushed zinc, which I think you can then wash right into 9 nuggets, but that still only gets you 1. So that's 1 to 1. So it doesn't really do much. So you might as well just smelt it automatically, because you get a chance of nugget of experience, not extra zinc. And the same applies for iron. I think the only way that we can start working on doubling is if we get into, I think it's mechanism. And that doesn't even work with zinc, it looks like. It looks like it only works with like your standard ores. I think in thermal, the induction smelter or the pulverizer gives you a 33% chance of getting an extra iron dust, which can be boosted using like flint or something like that. But then there's also mechanism and its whole, or quadrupling, tripling, doubling, tripling whole process things, quintupling. So yeah, we have ways. Enrichment chamber will take 3 to turn it to 4. But yeah, anyway, basically what I'm saying, ore doubling, it ain't happening right now. But that's why we're trying to automate resources so that way we don't have to even worry about it. If we are getting enough, we get infinite resources. Is it nice to have those infinite resources double infinite and quintuple infinite? Absolutely. But right now, we don't have to worry about it too much. We just need to get our initial batch going, essentially. Okay, so let's go ahead. We need to get ourselves a bucket because we're going to want to get ourselves some water so we can work on getting our water wheel set up, and then we can get our water wheel going. So let's go ahead. We need a cog wheel, which is going to require us to have a shaft, which is 2 andesite alloy. Andesite alloy is made with andesite and zinc, so we can grab the andesite that we have, which is here, and look, we got zinc. And it's zinc nuggets that we need for this, so we can go ahead and do that. And I think it was like so, right? And we can just grab 7 of them. Sure. We don't have a whole lot of andesite. We're going to have to go looking for more eventually. But I think we have a decent amount for this little section here, right? Okay. So that's a cog wheel. So that's going to be the cog wheel, which is going to be the shafts. And we're going to need shafts. We need shafts for this whole setup anyway. So having the shaft available to us will be nice. So then let's go ahead and get ourselves, we need our planks. Cog wheel. And you know what? This is where the advantage of having that recipe thing up here. So I could just have this pinned. And then I know, okay, look, it tells me what don't I have? Slabs. I need to grab some slabs, which is great. So then I can come over here and it can say, okay, look, hey, you have everything you need to make yourself a create water wheel. Perfect. So we can get rid of that. And now we have our water wheel. Now the last thing we need for a water wheel is, well, water. We need to get some water going. And it's actually fairly simple. All we got to do is take our leaves that we had. That's from harvesting our tree using our comma here. And if I take those and I put them into a cauldron, it looks like 3 leaves will make a full bucket of water. And I can just pick that up. Boop. And now I have water. And since we have, the ability to, we might as well go ahead and make infinite water. I think if I put I have trap doors, don't I, somewhere? Like if I were to put a trap door here, I can go ahead and, like if I do this, no, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it so I have like an easily accessible water source that's fairly close, but like also out of the way, you know what I'm saying? So let's do this. We'll put this cobblestone back, not that one. I put this here, and I put the trap door here. I can go ahead and put a bucket of water there, and I can make another bucket of water. And if I throw this one on that side, I now have infinite water. Yes, okay. So now I can just pick up buckets of water at my will. And we can even, if we don't want to look at it, we can turn it off. Nice. Okay. So there we go. We have water. It kind of messes up the look of this pillar system that I got going on here, though. But I can't really do anything because I guess if I were to put a barrel here, I could have the water literally sit here. It still doesn't look as nice. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal, TheAndrata. Let it go. Okay, so we have our water bucket. We have our water wheel. We have our shaft. And I believe that actually should be everything that we need to automate at least get this guy going. Yeah, that should be everything we need. Now, we don't have hoppers, we don't have chutes, we don't have any of that stuff yet. So we kind of are like halfway done with automating it, but we can get it started. So I think putting it over here is going to be a good idea. So let's just go ahead. We're going to start working on clearing out just a little section of this so that way we can work and then we can backfill it. Where is my fancy hammer? Did I break my fancy hammer? The stone one that does the 3x3? I think I did. So let's go ahead and grab another stone hammer. That's this one. And I have none of the resources available with me. And we need some sticks, it looks like. Sticks are over here. No, sticks are over here. Look, I have this fancy inventory system, and I don't even know how it works. Sure. Stone hammer, please. Really need like a backpack or something. But anyway, I think I'm just going to shove this like over here. And we'll have it like set into the wall, but I also want it kind of hidden, but I also don't want to, because of the way that the gear works for the cogwheel. Create, it's big gear to little gear, right? To go faster. Can I get a big gear? Can I get another one of these? Large cogwheel. I can go big gear, little gear, and then set up my, yeah, let's do that. So we're going to kind of sort of, let's see, we're going to put our millstone can sit here, okay? And then attached to that is going to be the cogwheel, right? So we're going to have the cogwheel set up there, and then we're going to have a big cogwheel attached to that. The reason that we're going to add a big wheel next to it is so that it can run a little faster, right? When you have a big wheel going into a small wheel, it operates faster. I think then we should be able to like cover this back up and not have, yeah, okay. So then we're not going to have to see it. Good. So what we need to do is our water wheel is going to have to sit somewhere here. So let's go ahead and we'll just dig down here. And let's go one more so we don't have water right there. Perfect. And if we take our water wheel, we can actually place it down in this direction. No, we need it to go sideways. Go ahead and maybe put this here and this here. No. Shift click maybe. I need you to lay on your side here for me, buddy. How can I do that? There we go. Ha, jump into it. Okay. And the fins are going this way, so we need water to flow this way. So if I take a piece of cobblestone and I set that there, theoretically, if I place a bucket of water, it's going to go all the way around and it's going to start rotating. Perfect. Now I need to get out of here. Okay. So if that's rotating, we can then take our shafts and we can go ahead and pop them there and there. And we have rotation. And our millstone is millstoning. Perfect. And by millstoning, I mean grinding, but you know, y'all know what I mean. Okay. I need to get myself out of here. And honestly, really, this whole thing can be covered up. It doesn't, like, all of that can be covered up. Not that it really makes a difference, but we also don't want mobs spawning in, right? So we can just backfill this whole thing. This is a very simple automation of our millstone. And bam. Now I don't have to sit there and right click with my hand crank and grind it. It will automatically grind things. Problem being here that I don't have any way to get items into this automatically outside of me jumping up and throwing items in. So that's what we need to work on. We need to get ourselves some, we need to get some chutes. That's my next goal, is to get some chutes. So we're going to take what little iron that we have left and get that going. So let's clear out our inventory again and get ourselves some chutes. And a chute is going to be fairly simple. It's an iron ingot in an iron sheet. In order to make an iron sheet, though, we're going to need an engineer's hammer, which is going to require 2 iron ingots and some string. The iron ingots we have taken care of. I do need to repair my sword if I want to be able to do this. The string is the issue, but it's really not that big of an issue because of our spawn. We have string all over the place. We have cobwebs, and if we break the cobwebs with the sword, we have string. So we can just pop right on in here. We have this. We can do this, and bam, we have our engineer's hammer. We need 2 plates, so we're going to grab those. And then we can grab our shoots. Oh, shoot. We're making progress. Okay. And then I'd like to grab, do I have any extra barrels or anything hanging around? I have cobblestone chests. I mean, we can just use those. It's really not that big of a deal. Loot B. Where you at? Where you be? Get it? Get it? Loot B. Ah, right there. It's kind of far, but not that far. Let's go. We got to rescue the bee and get our rewards because that's where we've gotten all of our iron so far. So I don't know why I placed a torch on the block I'm literally breaking. And I just accidentally broke the block again. You're free, buddy. Congratulations. Well, maybe you don't like that block. Okay, now you're free. I don't know. You're weird. You guys are just weirdos, okay? You were free, but I guess my head's too big and it was blocking you. Sorry about the darkness. I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, build my way back out of here. There. Where's my bee? Where's my stuff? Give me my stuff. Copper. Egg. Botania plant. Another battery. All right, you like giving me batteries, don't you? Did I get a different battery that time? No. Okay, apparently I just completed a quest for the battery because we have unlocked more quests since we have, you know, worked. Hey, another crystal chest, though. I'll take that. That is nice to have. Okay, so what we need to do, our inventory is quickly becoming a nightmare to work with, but we're going to make it work for us. Let's grab our cobblestone. We need to build up just a little bit here. And what we can do is take this chute. We can place the first one here. And then we can take our cobblestone chest that we had. And we can pop it here. Bam. So items will pull out of this chest, go into the millstone. And then we can go ahead and take another chest. Bam. And put a chute. And we should have this automated. The only worry I have here, now that I think about it, do I need to have a filter for this gravel? Is it going to automatically pull the gravel out? We'll find out. So if we take this over here, we put our gravel in here. Do I end up with gravel down here? No, it does wait. And bam, look at that. Automated millstoning. Obviously, we have to put the gravel inside of here, but we have this process taken care of, so we have iron being produced for us, which is great because we need more iron. And the reason we need more iron is so that we can start working on making ourselves, automated gravel. That's our next goal, is automating our gravel. In order to do so, we need what is called the fire plow. And I know this from looking at our quest books. In order to make lava, we need the fire plow. We take this fire plow, use it on some stone, and it will create lava for us. So we have our bucket. Now we are going to need to make another bucket, because we're going to need a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. But we can go ahead and grab that. We can grab our water real quick. And then we need to get our lava going. In order to do so, we need that fire plow, don't forget. So let's go ahead and make this, which is just 2 sticks, not terribly too expensive. Let's just make some sticks. Fire plow. And then we just need to get a piece of stone. Place it, use it, grab it. Okay, place it, use it, grab it. That's our process. So we're going to go ahead and do this, which will turn into lava, and then we can pick up the lava, and now we have lava available to us. With that lava, we can go ahead and start making ourselves a cobble generator. Okay. And apparently I need to pick up the cauldron in order to complete the quest for the water. So we grabbed our cauldron. Okay. So let's go ahead, place that down. Get ourselves going, and let's get ourselves our first Cobble Gin. I'd like to get this gravel automated if we could this episode, so we'll see where we end up. What we need is compressed stone. Okay, so we're going to need to cook up quite a lot of cobblestone in order to do this. Let's grab a stack of cobblestone. We're going to throw that into our furnaces. So let's split this here and split you there. And then we need to get some more tiny coal. Luckily, we're producing coal now, right? I just made way more than I intended there, but that's okay. And you go there. And look at all that. Look at that. Already processed all that gravel. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're going to wait here. I need to get the stone so we can make the compressed stone, of course, so that we can make this guy. In order to make this, we also need a piece of glass. So I'm going to get a piece of this sand and smelt it up. So that'll get us our Cobble Gin. And the only other thing that we are going to need is another hammer. However, this time for our hammer, we are going to get what is known as an iron hammer. It is automatic. No, we are not, because we need redstone. Hullabaloo. How do we get redstone? Okay. We need to get into washing, it looks like. Yep, washing. Okay, so probably if I took a look at my quest book, it would tell me that my next step is to wash things. So I guess we're going to get into washing. So it looks like we may have to hold on to that until our next episode. What do? Dripper, you probably make clay, don't you? If I drip water onto... Let's see, we get bituminous red sand. If I drop water onto compressed stone, I can get diamond ore. I drop water onto dirt, I get clay. I drop lava onto compressed iron, I get magma. So clay is what we use a dripper for. I'm imagining hopper botany pots, or botany pots probably use clay. So that's where we're going to want to use that coming in. But we need to get into washing stuff. So we're gonna bookmark this, and that's what we're going to work on next episode. So let me get at least the infinite cobble going for us, and then we'll come back. All right, we have some stone smelted, we have some glass smelted, so I think we're going to be good to go. I do want to point out, so I was looking, I'm like, I'm tired of waiting, and if you've been following any of my series for any time, you know that my favorite mod in the world is the time in a bottle. I'm impatient, I like to make things move fast and efficiently. Let's tick accelerate. No such thing in here, but there is this thing that I looked, because I searched for time, and I found Temporal Pouch. This item is subject to change in the future. However, it currently works just like a time in a bottle. Slowly accumulates time while in a player's inventory, and you can use it on a ticking block to accelerate using some of the stored time from the pouch. So yeah, eventually I think we're going to work on getting this. It requires a block of raw gold, some leather, an eye of ender, and a nautilus shell. So we're going to have to figure out how this part is going to probably be the hardest, because it looks like we need some antimatter to make this, which I'm not 100% sure on that. We need to find nautilus somehow and go that route. But yeah, temporal pouch, pretty cool. Anyway, Cobble Gin is what we are here for. So we're going to go ahead and grab this, which just requires 6 compressed stone, your lava bucket, and your water bucket. And if you grab that, you can now create infinite lava or infinite cobble. To support this, I'd like to go ahead and get ourselves a drawer, if we can, specifically just a regular, drawer. I like how this collapses out all of these different, the different types and everything. That's kind of cool. I like that. It keeps them all nice and organized. How do I recollapse it though now? That was alt click to expand. Alt click to collapse. Oh, that's Macaw's furniture drawers. Okay. Anyway, a drawer. That's all I want. It's just a simple drawer. Right here. Oak drawer is fine. Ideally, I'd like to get like a compacting drawer, but, do we have the ability to make this? Probably. Am I going to right now? No. Let's go ahead and do this. We just need to get ourselves a chest, and we can make a drawer. And I used all my planks. Lovely. Drawer. So now, if I take this on and with my Cobble Gin, I have infinite stone available to us, infinite cobblestone. So we can just go ahead and set this up anywhere. Doesn't really make too much of a difference. We'll go ahead and plug it in right here, right now. So we have our Cobble Gin. Nice thing is it puts off some nice light. And if we put this here, you're going to see it generates cobble. Easy as that, automatically, and it can be upgraded to make it faster. I believe it's now one every like 3 seconds to, that's it, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, maybe 1 to 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, something like that. I bet you the tooltip would probably tell us if I were to, look at it. No, it doesn't, but that's okay. So we have cobble being generated. So our next major goal that I'd like to get to, other than this temporal pouch, of course, is we're going to have to get the encased fans, because I want to get the auto hammer, right? I don't want to be manually doing the whole breaking gravel down with my hammer. I want something to do it for me. And so we're working towards this hammer. In between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and get us some more gravel, because we're going to need that. One question I have here is compressed cobblestone in here? There is compressed cobblestone. If I Okay, so let me see something really quick. And I need a hammer. I don't think, am I out of them or did I accidentally put it away? I put it away. Okay. If I compress this cobblestone, can I break this cobblestone and just go straight to 9 gravel? Because that would have been so much nicer earlier when I did this. It looks like I can, and I'm going to get 9 gravel. Oh my goodness. I did not know I could do that. That would have been so much nicer when I was processing down for all of these, you know, the sand and everything that I had. I can just compress the cobblestone and then mine it up. And oh man, that is much more better overall. Much more better. Yes. Can I, and I'm going to assume, I hope I can do it with 2x compress. So I would need 5 of these. Can I do that? This episode's gone on long enough, but now we're experimenting. Can I do that? And no. Oh, man. I just put this down. I should have picked somewhere better to put this down. I can't do it. Look, it's iron tier that I need. I need an iron tier hammer. Great. It's going to force me to get an iron tier hammer now, too, because this is going to be in the way. So I'm going to have to use 2 of my iron ingots. I should have paid attention. That's completely like, that was a dingus move on my part. I should have known that that would happen, and I could have put it somewhere where it wouldn't have bothered me. But no, I put it there. Now I can get it. I mean, not that having an iron is going to be a bad thing, but look at all that gravel that we have. And I can just go ahead and toss that into here and start processing and getting us more iron and resources and stuff. Okay. So in between episodes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get us a little bit of a back stuff of iron going so that way we can begin working on getting our encased fans so we can start washing and smelting things. And I believe there's a mechanic for haunting too, where we use soul sand. Bulk haunting. So we can turn certain things into other things, like specifically soul sand, or we can turn bricks into nether bricks and things like that. That's how we get a lot of the nether things that we need. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's our goals. That's our future plans, I guess, for the next couple episodes is to work on, you know, doing the thing. That's always what we're doing. We're just doing the thing. We're having fun. We're living life, and we're doing the thing. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.